Alright guys, what's up? Here we go. Time for another one. I just seen one of the most idiotic videos covering one of the most idiotic topics I've ever heard of. This video took place in 2019. This is obviously a controversial topic I don't think I've ever covered. I was on a podcast actually maybe a few months ago talking about this topic, and it was basically if all drugs should be legal. My stance is no, right? And the podcast I was on, the guy was for it, so we had a good discussion about it, right? A good debate, all that. My base for this opinion is due to the experience that I've had, on the front lines, in the trenches of addiction, right? All the things that it made me do, all the things that it makes addicts do, that was my base for the no, right? The no opinion. So that was a pretty good experience, just hearing the other side, hearing what they have to say. But this video right here isn't about that conversation, right? That particular person, nothing like that. The video I just saw took place in 2019, and it was from the BBC. They had a reporter go to Canada, and in Canada they have these centers where they call them safe injection sites, right? So as you can see in the photos, this is pretty much what it looks like. It's just a little just basically a room, like an office. Different little stalls or cubicles or whatever you want to call it. They say it's a safe place for you to take your street drugs, right? Your dope. Take it in there. All they ask is what you're using. You find a spot that's open, sit down, and you do your thing. I was in a state of amazement, state of awe. It's like, what the hell am I watching? I mean, yes, it is a safe environment, but the problem is deeper than having a safe place to shoot up, to smoke, to pop your pills, snort your whatever, right? The problem's deeper than that. Yeah, it's safe, right? They have alleged staff there that will check up on you, making sure you're okay while you're knotted out. But man, that's terrible. That's straight up terrible. It's one of the most idiotic concepts I've ever heard. There's so many bad things that could happen, once these drugs get introduced to a person's system. I mean, for all these people know, it could be just a brand new person right off the street that's never done it, but they're super intrigued because it's legal, right? They could have nothing on them, but they go in there, have a conversation with the buddy next door, and that person could, hook them up with something. There's so many bad things that could happen. With the person, they have zero tolerance, right? Somebody could prepare them a needle that's already, ready to go, and they hook that person up, boom, gone. So many bad things, so many situations that not even staff could handle. When somebody ODs, falls out, they only have a few minutes. So that's just like one situation, man. But the problem is deeper than having a safe injection site, a safe place for you to mess around and do your stuff. I've also heard on that video that you could get a prescription for the heroin. You could get that prescribed to you. It's probably some of the most cleanest and purest stuff that you'll ever get. They probably make that stuff super addicting. Just like, the OxyContin, the Vicodin, the Percocet. They will push that. They will advertise that to the people. It'll get spread like a wildfire on the streets. The word of mouth. Hey, if you don't have any cash, or if you want to save some cash, boom, go to this spot. They'll take care of you. You get a prescription. And there you go. They say by doing this, yeah, it'll keep you safe. But with that prescription, they'll help you find like resources and prepare you for the future. Stupid, man. The point that we're at as a society that this is acceptable makes no sense, man. I mean, this is basically as wild as it sounds. It's population control, right? Straight up. I mean, that's maybe the conspiracy theory side of me, right? That's just my opinion. I just can't believe what I saw. I can't believe this is permitted. I can't believe they have vending machines that push crack pipes and other things, right? That is like the hugest, biggest form of enabling right there. One of the things that saved my life is tough love, changing the locks on the door. That is what a lot of these people need. That's what we need to do as a society, I think. Tough love, man. I really don't see that out there anymore. There's a lot of people out there, promoting this, and they're outspoken about this type of stuff. They try and highlight the positivity, but they never talk about the cons, right? The negative things that could happen. They just push, oh, it's safe, right? It's a trip, man. I mean, I can make a video highlighting all the bad things that could happen. That will take a long time. There's so many situations that I know as an addict that could happen. So many things that I know can and will happen that these people, these professionals, have no idea about. They think they've seen it all on the street. Just by walking down the road, seeing people nod out. They don't know what we're capable of as addicts. This is going to backfire. This will backfire. Thanks for listening.